And we've only been in this parts business a year and don't understand it.
It is kind of bizarre.
But we've been doing quite a few biz sales here recently.
Yes.
But one of the things that we've done is we ran into Anna Kluppenberg in Amsterdam. He's been to every EVCon.
He has.
He's very enthusiastic, wants to play in the space. And so we have devised, I don't like to put together win-win-win things where, you know, it's just like doing a Sudoku for the rest of you guys. If I can figure out a way for this guy to get what he wants, and this guy to get what he wants, and me to get what I want, and then some group be served, it's like elegant.
It's the rare triple win.
I don't really understand Sudoku. But
I don't either.
I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't either.
But we have these people in Europe that are good, solid viewers, and are doing some fantastic stuff. Of course, they have high fuel prices.
And
forever. And lots of gorgeous cars.
Yes.
If in the junkyard, their junkyards look better than ours. It's all Bravos and Saabs and BMWs, Mercedes. And so, you know, it's something's got to be done there. The logistics for us to send something heavy to Zurich, it's a preposterous pain in the schwanz for us. It's got to be even more so for them.
I can't imagine.
It takes 6 or 8 weeks. You have to have a customs broker, and it costs as much as the part.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, or more sometimes. It's crazy.
So we have been experimenting with and are now kind of committed to building a wormhole from that front part of the shop to a shop in Amsterdam where Anna Kluppenberg has new lighting.
He's on the other side with his arms like this waiting for the stuff.
And I have to tell you, it's been a little complicated, but as we're getting it worked out and getting a little grease on it, I think it's the thing.
Yeah, I think so too.
And Anna does too. He's taken his couple of guys he works with and cut them in on the deal.
Oh, nice.
And they've got an investor and some backing, another enthusiast, and they have formed a corporation and purchased kind of a largish quantity of stock. I mean, story with our viewers, we're not going to get you the best price on this stuff. There are people out there flailing it away for 2% or something. Yeah. We're going to focus on the service and you actually getting it.
Yeah, that's always a big deal.
Being able to pay in recoverable funds.
Yes.
and getting it. If Amazon.com can do it, it can be done.
Right.
We had 160 amp hour cells come in today and go out today.
Yeah, a pallet of them.
It did not warm the floor.
No.
It kind of went from one truck to the other.
It really did. We were more like a freight.
60 amp hour. So that's the concept. And so, you know, I told Anna, we can play with this, but if you can't put down some stock where you can do this, I don't think it would be terribly successful.
Yeah, the whole drop shipping thing and all that stuff.
Because of the delays and stuff.
Yeah, it's just too complicated.
But if he has, you know, a couple months worth of stock, and it takes a couple months, yeah, we got it down to 5 weeks maybe. It's not like getting it from China.
Right.
But if you got 2 months of stock and it takes 5 weeks to restock, you can get on kind of a turn and know what that you're getting the right stuff. But your customers, you can ship it out the next morning.
Right, you can ship it out, yeah.
And he's got a place there, a couple guys, forklift and all that. So they're off and running and should be landing delivery of over 60,000 amp hours of cow cells next week.
Oh, great.
And here's what most people don't know. Calb really doesn't have a presence in Europe. They have a agreement with a sales company there that's representing them, but it's all drop ship And these guys are 8, 12, or 16 weeks.
Just say one and whatever happens, happens. Huh? It's 8 weeks and maybe longer.
So what happens if you get them after 12 weeks and one of them's no good?
Ooh, you would have a difficult time with a warranty, I would think.
It shouldn't be a problem at all. Another 16 weeks, you ought to have a replacement.
That's right, just wait 16 weeks. Huh? Yeah, the warranty's good. It's the timing that's a little off. Oh, man.
Anna, on the other hand, has a shop. He has test equipment. He uses these cells in boats. He can tell in 10 minutes if you're
Makes sense.
trying to pull some hose and have really messed up the cells by
Yeah.
your act and they're not covered under warranty. Or if you actually got a cell, and this happens very occasionally, it's not common, but it's just a bad cell out of the box.
Yeah, I guess it could, yeah. Yep.
And he can hand you another cell.
That's right. Jesus. And you stand there amazed and smile and walk away. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And he can ship cells and get them there in 2 or 3 days to Turkey,
Right.
and to the UK,
Which we can't do at all
So-
to some countries.
Yeah, right. We could not even ship to this guy in Turkey.
Right,
We
no.
sent the email down, and the guy's already got his stuff.
Yeah, no, we asked the question and it was no, we couldn't.
And yeah, UPS does not ship to Turkey at all.
No.
What do you mean you don't ship to Turkey at all? That's a country we don't
Just
ship.
one of those countries that, remember the world? Nah, it's a little smaller than we thought.
Well, the world, what?
The world light, that's right.
Yeah. and so that sort of thing. And more importantly, he is not specifically a sales organization. He converts boats.
Yes. Yeah.
Das Boot.
Yeah, he's one of us.
And he's one of you. That's
right.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And he sent me some video this
Hey,
week.
Jack and Brian, and EVTV fans the world over. This is Anna Kloppenborg with New Electric and the EVTV Amsterdam Warehouse. As you will have heard on the show, here in Amsterdam, we've been gearing up to warehouse to be able to deliver all that fine EVTV goodness to folks in the EU without them having to go through the hassle of individual imports and transport. We're having lots of fun here with contactors, braided straps, and of course the CAFI series cells. And so far we have sent parts all around the Netherlands, but also to the UK, Ireland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, Germany, Switzerland, Turkey, and Lithuania. So now that we have some happy customers and a bit of experience under our belts, we've taken the plunge and we've invested quite heavily into getting more stock of cells and motor components for everyone here in-house so that we can ship to you pronto. We'll be doing a segment for next week's show of showing all the fine parts coming in fresh off the Atlantic. By then I should also have a bit of a studio set up instead of my office space here with better camera, video, and audio as you're all coming to expect of the EVTV brand. For this week's show, I thought I'd take you for a tour of the NedCraft. It's our first customer conversion, and the last time we showed the craft, it had just been delivered to our shop, still with a diesel engine. And here's a vid of the conversion process all the way up into our first shakedown session last Wednesday. I hope you all enjoy, and we'll be seeing lots of you soon.
So today work has finally started, and we are actually converting the NedCraft. Raymond is here together with Ed Schaper, builder of the boat, and we are currently taking out the Volvo Penta D3 130 diesel. And in will be coming Series DC 150 horsepower electric.
Ja, doe maar. Ja, Ja, ik kan ze ook gewoon hier los. En weet jij nog hoe je dit met wat voor gereedschap? Is met de haak.
Opnieuw.
Ja, kan er wel een beetje. Je bek.
New Electric. Sometimes when we're working, we just gotta block the road.
Ik kan niet omhoog. Ja, dan ben ik door. Nee. De rest blijft thuis. Kan ik even hieronder? Even kijken dat hij. Ja, doe maar voorzichtig. Oh, ja. Ga maar. Oh, ja. Doe maar. Oh, ja, draaien. Hij gaat hier met zijn voet onder de... Oké. Ja, doe maar. Nou, appetijtje. Niet hoog. Nou, maar we zijn hoog genoeg. Of nou? Ja. Nou, ik op. Dat is wel behoorlijk onder druk, hè?
Dat maakt niet uit, toch? Hij moet gewoon 3 centimeter omhoog.
Kunnen we de voorkant niet laten zakken nog?
Ja, je bent er. Allemaal. Je bent er.
Ja. Ja, straks nog even die benzinetanks uitbouwen. Ah, oké. Nou, dat gaan we straks.
Even veel.
So after a long wait, mostly customs and shipping time, here it is. The EVTV Master Crate. Thanks, Richard. Let's work on getting that inside. Gotta open the door. So look at that. A couple of warp motors. We got a DMOC controller. Got a lot of assorted parts, a lot of battery straps, all that EVTV goodies stuff. And it made its way all the way from Cape Girardeau to New Electric in Amsterdam. And that's how we get it inside. Got our friendly neighborhood help. The neighbors don't just sell beer, they've got good toys as well. So they can get it in for us. We now have some Calb CA Series Gray Cells lithium batteries. We've been waiting for them for about 10 weeks. There they are. Excellent. So, and about half of these cells will pretty soon find a new life in the Delta. We find ourselves on this 7th of May at the shipyard Droge Water on the Nieuwe Meer in Amsterdam. We're here with the NedCraft, soon to be Anne Bonny, and we're a couple hours off from our first little shakedown run. Decking, polishing work has all been redone, and of course New Electric has put in a new electric drivetrain. There's Berend from Droge Water helping us finish up the boat. And I believe if we take a look inside, we will find Raymond hard at work.
Hello there.
So what do you think, Raymond? We have a powerboat here?
Oh yeah, it's all in. It's all there. So
Are we missing anything?
some water.
What's your, yeah, that's your famous quote. I knew you had to think about it for a second there. So let's take you through a quick tour of the boat here. Oops, let's grab on in. We're in the tie wrapping and finishing up phase here. To the rear, we have a total of 30 cells for 100 volts and our charger and some of our 12 volt systems. And here's the new cabin area. Got a little JLD 404 sticking out there. Needs to find a little home. And here we have our 12 volt pump for outside water and our Hearth 25A gear coupling, a marine reverse system to transfer power. It's a 1 to 155 ratio. So 155 on the motor is 1 rotation for the prop. So we're gonna limit the motor to about 4,500, 4,700 RPMs and keep our prop at a max of 3,000 RPMs, for which all the down prop systems are rated. Over here in the engine bay where formerly lived a Volvo Penta D3 130 horsepower diesel.
I was living here.
And of late, Ray has been living here with his hands deep into the high volt units. We have our remaining 2-story packs of 100 volts on each side of the motor. We have our 11-inch DC motor and our Soliton 1 300 kilowatt controller hooked up to water cooling system that has its own little radiator sticking down in there. We'll get some more light on it. We've got 2 high volt main boxes. Here we got our shunts and our last contactors and our fuses. And then on the other side we have our main contactor box, which makes 300 volts out of the discrete 50 volt units. We'll need about another hour or so to get things cleaned up a little bit for our shakedown test run, where we pump through a little bit of high voltage to the motor and prop and see if anything melts, if we have any loose connections. But we're feeling pretty good about ourselves today. As you can see, there's a beautiful new shine on the deck. It's beautiful new flooring. We'll need some cleaning up. Add in a chair. We'll get out of here. But in total, we can see that this is gonna be one hell of a boat. Can't wait to get outside in the water.
380. Blijf erin staan.
Deze stoel was aan een bord. Hij gaat filmen als het misgaat. Hoor. Insturen.
Moving under her own power. The NedCraft making its first meters. Backwards. Nothing more renewable than muscle power. Soliton's ready to go. Liquid coolant running at place. Motor's ready to rock and roll. A little laptop, do some control programming on the fly.
Ja, ik denk...
Dit hebben onze categorie.
Bij mijn marktplaats.
Ik denk niet slecht aan het zo. Maar proberen, we kunnen ook aan het draaien. Ja, klopt Joost. Die staat niet, die loopt er gewoon aan bij. Wachten! Wachten! Kom!
And she's free. Time to roll the cart. Wel heel even nog het systeem uit.
uit.
First water, she'll see electric here at the Nieuwe Meer, the new lake in Amsterdam. And to tell you the truth, when we go in the water, we gotta just check out.
Laat maar harder klimmen uit, ook nog verder die naar buiten gaat.
Ik hoor blub blub blub.
Dan moet je doorrijden, want dan wordt het ook koud.
Gaat goed, Anne?
Beetje water. Oké, hij komt zo meteen omhoog.
En het houdt op.
Uitlaten zijn boven water, uitlaatstukken.
Zo ziet het er ineens chic uit. Hij ligt nog goed op zijn waterlijn zo. Bijna hetzelfde.
Droog, Anne?
Achter was heel even een stukje water. Ik moest even wennen eraan.
Voor ook.
Komt allemaal lucht onder vandaan.
Hier bak dicht, daar lekt niks.
Nou, hij zit nog,
Waterpompen aan.
Daar heb ik ook in de gaten.
Probeer maar.
Uitrol. Hek ligt. Wat?
Hek ligt.
Hek ligt. Kijk, de vader was er thuis, hè?
Yes.
Nou,
Roller aan. Je waterpompje loopt weer, dat is goed.
even kijken of er ook echt opbrengst uitkomt. En goed strak, ijsbrood, als jij hem goed strak doet.
God, er zit ook nog een wc in die boot.
Doe dat ook.
Hier is nog droog.
We are actually, that's yesterday's generation talking to us. Here's the future, baby.
Dat klinkt goed.
I like it.
Er is geen wobbel erin.
Nope. Look at us go, man.
No?
Look at us go. Ik weet niet of er in de Python nog iets zat of wat dan ook.
Valt me niks tegen, jongens.
Ja, geluid.
Check out our logger program. This is 750 RPM, 70 ampere.
750.
Toeren is dit.
Gelijk dan in de diesel.
790. Dit is stationair in een diesel.
En dit is al hard in de gracht, hè?
Ja.
Ja, niet dat vragen.
Ja, hij liep iets te snel, ja.
Dit is
Dit is een maximum, maar niet eens een oppakken.
Nee.
In één keer een maximum.
Nou, ook eens oppakken. Ik laat hem niet te veel amperes maken. De amperes is koppel. Maar dit is nog vrij veel hoor. Dit is al meer dan die diesel had onderin.
Staat hij op performance of?
Nou heb ik je gelimiteerd. Je zit op je toerenlimiet nu. Oké.
Blijf opletten dat er geen...
Ik moet toch even binnenhalen. Dit is nog gelimiteerd op 90 kilowatt, hè? We hebben nu naar 110 kilowatt meer doen vandaag, heb je niet?
Ik denk dat dat meer dan zat is hoor.
Oh,
Maar wij doen dit heen en weer, dat is 4 kilometer.
So there she lies. Frans, your NedCraft is in good hands. There's some finishing work to be done, but shakedown test has proven the motor And the batteries, the controller. We've got all the log files. We'll check them out in the office. Sweet spot seems to be at about 95 kilowatts, which is very much like the original diesel engine. Above that, she gets a little bit shaky. Propeller got some cavitation, can't get quite enough power to the water. But doesn't she look sweet?
Ja.
So in
Ja,
our
het is op zich
shakedown
wel
run,
redelijk,
we used about 5 amp hours out of our batteries. It's about 1/18 of the total capacity. So not nothing, but you know, it shows that she's actually quite efficient. We're of course going to have to do an enduro test and see how long she'll last in the canals. But I think she's really rather efficient at low speeds. So it should be great. Well, she needs to go back inside. There's a lot of finishing touches to be done. Get everything back on there. But from New Electric, we know that we made one kick-ass system. So let's finish her up and give her to the customer. Happy day for New Electric.
So we have a warehouse in Europe, I think.
I think so too. Yeah.
And I want one of those NedCraft boats.
I know. That's always been
I'm
pretty
afraid
cool.
They're kind of pricey.
I bet they are.
That is kind of on a seam in the zone, guys. When you build a car, people are going to compare it to a car.
Right.
When you build a boat, people are going to compare it to a boat.
Exactly.
Guess what?
What?
High-priced boats are not very unusual.
No, they're not, actually. Yeah, they're you don't not, well, I guess maybe there you might need a boat every once in a while, but most places you don't. You want one. Yeah.
They're kind of like aircraft.
Yes.
They just eat money.
That's right. Just keep tossing it in. That's cool.
And boats, so that's like a $90,000 boat.
Wow. It looks nice.
And he's done this in a couple of weeks, and it's running great and quiet and no fumes and no oil.
No, right, yeah.
Type emissions, and this guy is going to be styling like Jolly Roger.
All right, you know he is. Yeah, he's cool.
He's going to be Pirates of the Caribbean, except
Pirates of the Canal.
In the canals of Amsterdam.
That's right.
And really, he's most of the time he's going to be trolling around there.
Right.
At 5 miles an hour.
Right.
But totally silently and styling.
And looking pretty good.
And so we, I'm very pleased with Anna because, again, he's walking the walk. This is not a mountebank trying to take advantage of the,
Yeah, some market
this is a
that's
guy
emerged,
who does cars and boats and things.
Right.
And understands your problems and has the stuff to fix them.
Right, exactly.
And is going to have them on the floor. And so you'll be able to buy basically components from EVTV without you or us having to jump through our ass to make that happen.
All right, they just show up out the back of a truck like you saw.
We put it on the wormhole in there and it pops out in Amsterdam.
That's right.
and go talk to Anna, and
right.
he is quite knowledgeable.
He
so
is.
I'm very excited about that.